Oh, sorry. What's up, man? Good. What's going on, you guys?
You was
Welcome.
vibing.
Doing a,
That's
I know.
good.
I tell you, I'm sorry. Another episode of the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast. Man, it is your boy, the Guru, along with the gang. I want to apologize first of all for my absence on last week, but I had to go see the old lady. Hadn't seen her in a couple of weeks, so I was like, gotta go see you. But I want to thank Kevin for running the show last week, man. I appreciate you, man. That was good stuff. It was good stuff. Where's my clapping? Where's the clapping at? I need a clap.
I got you.
I can't put it.
Oh, sorry.
What is that? Here we go. Thanks, Kevin.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Wrong one.
We appreciate that. All right. So we have a great show for you guys, but we're going to open it up the normal way. I want to first shout out the guys over there at BS3, Ben Jr., Ben Senior, and Miss Irene, all those guys over there at BS3. Every show over there, appreciate you for giving us the opportunity to be on the network as we normally do. So, fellas, as we do it every week, man, how was your week? Queen, what's up with you?
Oh man, it was I took a Zen moment. I ain't talked to nobody. I went to work, got off work, cooked dinner, went to sleep, didn't get on nobody's bad side, nothing, didn't have no issues at work. Sometimes you just gotta step away from everybody.
Yeah, sometimes that's important. Kev, how was your week, bro?
Well, it looks like my Wi-Fi is working, so it looks like it's on the up and coming. My Wi-Fi acting like I got some expensive Wi-Fi or internet and service, and it's acting like it's McDonald's service right now. So, other than that, yeah, it's good. Just a really rough work week at both jobs, and yeah, it's just taking a toll on my body. I'm having a little pain, but we're gonna pull through this.
Yeah, hey, turn 40, buddy. Then we can talk about it. E, how was your week?
Hey.
As always, I'm like Kev, eventful. Body is talking to me like, nigga. Like, what?
Sit your ass down.
Sit down. You know. But yesterday, I did nothing but sleep, rest. You know.
Yeah.
So same old.
And so and for me to round it off, my week has been bachelor like. You know what I'm saying? For the last couple of weeks when the wife has been out of town taking care of her dad. She is now down in Nashville doing a business conference down there on her way back to Chicago by the end of day to day. I hope so. Miss my honey. Y'all gotta understand, being married and your wife can't be gone for 2 weeks. That thing is not that is not the flex you think it is. I can promise you it's not. All right.
You would like it for a couple of days.
No, you like it for a couple of hours, and after that, it's like, no.
Yeah.
It's enough of that. All right, let's get into it, you guys. All right, man. The top story this week, man. We're talking about Ariel, the little mermaid, played by Haley Bailey.
Yes.
Man, people are they are all kinds of in an uproar about
Open
this.
arms about it, like
yes,
and
have several seats. You remember that segment we used to have several seats?
Had to take several seats.
Yeah, I'm gonna need everybody that's up in war about it to have several seats, man. Because this is gonna get really deep, by the way. And before you start, shout out to my wife who put me on game and sent those videos over to Terry for this because this shit get wild.
But before we get into any conversation, I want to run this because this is the reason why people are. I'm not sure if this is the reason why, but boy, I tell you, when I first saw this, it did something to my whole soul. All right, hold tight.
Why can't we see your face?
They're about to show it. Keep watching.
Oh, she's black! Oh my god! Yes! Oh my god! She's black? Yay!
Yeah, she's brown like you.
They're so excited to see you.
We're gonna go see it when it comes out in the theater.
Yes!
So I've already seen that video, but I'm like tearing up right now watching it. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
I'm like this guy. I could not. I did not make it through the trailer.
Mhm.
I didn't. And I was like, this is unbelievable. Our little girls, you know, and those of us who have daughters, you know.
Yeah, and like
Mhm.
it touches the subject for us men of color
Yeah.
who have daughters that are recognizing that only the Disney movies that came out previous to this can only be you can only be a princess if you are white.
Right.
Now they're looking at the video and saying, "Hey, I can be a princess too."
Mhm.
Right.
You know what I
Here's
mean?
it. Here's
It's
what's
very touching, man.
here's what some of them have been saying. Well, y'all got Tiana. Here's something else too. Y'all forgot Brandy plays Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Right.
Right. And,
Like
and
let's not do this. And y'all all supported that.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't tripping when Brandy plays Cinderella.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's
And
but
Whitney Houston was the fairy godmother.
Right. It was
it was
partially
like it was a modern take. It wasn't
right.
it wasn't set in the 1800s.
Right.
First of all, let me go ahead and throw some history out there for you idiots who don't know any better. Talking about this story takes place in it's a Danish tale. No, Hans Christian, whatever his name is, Anderson, adapted a story because if you go back and you look at the past, they're in Africa, in civilizations, they had in earlier civilizations, they had hieroglyphs of black mermaids.
Mm.
So you trying to say what it can't be scientifically, she couldn't be a mermaid because the light wouldn't reach us. Kiss the you know what? I'm gonna skip that part. But
Easy. PG on here. PG.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like stop doing that. Hans Christian Andersen used the Little Mermaid as a pseudonym to cover up his homosexuality because he liked the man.
Right. Oh wow.
So
Can we get a little deeper? Oh, go ahead, E. Go ahead.
No, I
just
was
wanna
going to say I did this for my What's on E Digger's Mind tonight. So make sure y'all watch it.
Sure.
And I pretty much said, you know, back in Disney was founded in 1923, October 16th, 1923 to be exact. And all throughout Disney history, from the start of Mickey Mouse all the way up to Snow White, Seven Dwarfs, Cinderella, Disney version of Cinderella, and all of those other cartoons, all the characters been white.
Mm-hmm.
No problem with it. Everybody, oh, Snow White, Cinderella, Rapunzel, you name it, you know, white. But as soon as there's been a trickle of black, everybody's up in an uproar. Now, if people are missing is that this is a fictional character.
Fictional. Keyword. Yeah.
Character. And I'm almost speaking, and I don't know if I'm safe to say this, but there's other colors of people in the world. She could have been Hispanic. She could have been Oriental.
Mm-hmm.
She could have been Indian, Native American. If that was the case, would y'all have said anything about that? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, why would
But
they?
now that she is black, it's like it's a national tragedy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't understand it, and that's why I named the show. Can we celebrate us for a minute?
Just for a second.
Just like that clip of those young girls, I played the similar clip where those young girls, their reaction, and I almost teared up because
I make it.
right, I almost teared up on when I did the pre-record, just to see their reactions as a black queen, as a black princess on the big screen, and to give them little girls hope that I too can be a princess, I too can be on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all dismiss that. Now, it was okay for Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, Pluto, all of them characters to be white.
Right.
Nothing has been said.
Nope.
But just as soon as that little trickle of black come in,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
there is a problem.
Yeah.
All right, so here comes some controversy that's gonna come once they start showing the rest of the cast. I don't know who they cast to be the prince, but if the prince is white,
it's really,
it's really gonna be a problem. And that's gonna be coming from from our people,
right?
And some of their people, because you know they don't like interracial neither. So if the prince is white, it's definitely gonna be a problem.
So, real quick, let's go. Q. I'm gonna try to paint a picture for y'all right quick. Q. Besides, I'm gonna name this comic book Superman. Besides the white Superman, how many other Supermen are there? There's many others, right?
Yeah, alternate universes.
Right. So they have a black Superman, and when they came out with a topic of a possibility of it being a black Superman, who is going to be Michael B. Jordan, which I'm all for.
But it's always one it's already one in the comic though.
It's already one in the comics, right? Continuing on, Spider-Man.
Sorry, yeah.
They were up in roar about that. Now this is for people who don't read the comics, by the way. Exactly where I'm going. E. And as E said, the fictional characters, right? The fictional characters is what people are up in arms. Well, can we get real right quick? Can I go? I have a buddy of mine who posted this, and this is the realest post I've seen on Facebook, and my boy deserves a trophy for this. He goes, people are mad that the Little Mermaid is black, but had zero problem with changing Jesus' skin color, and he's supposed to be real. Ariel is fictional, and because it's never been black, a black and white version of the same things, right? So you see where we're going with, like, we would get up in arms. People get up in arms about a fictional character, but a person that's supposed to be real. We just not gonna acknowledge that, right?
Now,
we just gonna.
I'm about to play, well, not play devil's advocate, but a friend of mine did a live last night, and I caught like the tail end, and it was something to think about, and I want y'all guys to really think about this. How about the fact that, okay, let's look at Haley and Chloe, two sisters, recording artists and actresses, very talented. But look at the camp that they coming out of. They coming out of Beyonce's camp. That's one. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Disney execs, right? They had a meeting. I'm not saying this happened, but what if this is going on, so to speak? Disney execs had a meeting and said, hey guys, look, let's throw a trickle of black in this. And here's why. To get the people in an uproar. Because they know white people, and I don't know why I'm saying white people like that. But white people, right? White people are going to be mad because there's a trickle of black in here. Black people are going to root for the black person and come out in groves, just like 2018 when the Black Panther came out.
I knew he was going there.
And how they came out in groves in African attire, dashiki, everything.
You're gonna do it again.
They're going to do it again. Now, this is something to think about. If we did cast a white Ariel, then naturally,
nothing lost.
Ain't nothing lost. We're going to make our money, but we'll make even bigger money if we cast a black Ariel and get this controversy started, and we can make more money. So what I'm saying is that do you think that Disney is using our blackness to make money?
It
Yeah.
makes sense.
Oh,
It
yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
It's capitalism. It's capitalism.
but
It's been the same.
here's the original story behind it. Originally, Haley was supposed to just be the singing voice,
Right.
just like Justin Weaver was the singing voice for Simba, and Jonathan Taylor Thomas was the cartoon, was the actual voice.
Right.
But here's what happened: they found out Haley could act too.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like when she
And she's
started
so
doing
beautiful,
Blackish,
by the way.
when she started doing Grownish, you know, when they started being on TV, oh, she can act too. It was a financial decision because instead of paying her to sing and paying this other actress to act, why not just pay one person to do both?
And probably came out cheaper, by the way.
Right.
Probably came out cheaper.
No.
Right.
Now,
And like the exec said, she had the best singing voice out of everybody.
Yo,
yeah,
is it me? Did everybody get goosebumps when she started singing? Because I even told my wife when I heard it, I got goosebumps. And then when I saw her face, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You know, and then
like we knew for years she was the actress for it.
Yeah, she got cast 2 years ago. Yeah.
When you brought that up about, you know, how Disney's using our blackness to make money, that sounds so on point. Because I don't think Lion King would have done as good as numbers without Beyonce.
Right.
I mean, and let's just put it for what it is. Beyonce is Hollywood.
And
Beyonce
and
is
just to add to that, what you just now said, Beyonce is Hollywood. Look at Chloe and look at Halle. They are coming out of Beyonce's camp. Little did people know that they assigned to her label, and then she was discovered. They was discovered by Beyonce because they was out for a minute, but they was kind of low key. But ever since they got inked with Beyonce and coming out of Beyonce's camp, it's pretty much a machine. It's like, okay, we can't say no. This little girl is talented. Both of them are talented, beautiful. You see what I'm saying? But to seal the deal, they're coming out of Beyonce's camp. So anything Beyonce, that's a guaranteed. You see what I'm saying? And my friend who made the video last night, I didn't even think about that because while I was on my pre-record, doing my pre-record for the night show, I'm so we black and black and black. I'm proud to be black and black. You see what I'm saying? I never thought about the deeper picture, like the Disney execs all hobnobbing in a meeting and said, let's sprinkle some black in this.
But here's my caveat.
That makes so much sense.
Haven't we been spending our money with Disney for years and decades? Why not sprinkle some of us in there?
But we did.
But you gotta look at it though.
They did. They created The Princess and the Frog.
The Princess and the Frog.
But animated. That's a difference.
That's animated. We're talking about real life because Disney already had one movie that they don't show anymore because of the white backlash of a little girl of a white girl kissing a black dude. Old movie. Don't Look Under the Bed.
I know, seen that.
So let's look at this. Let's be real though. If you were to go into those meetings, how many black people are on that board? Do you think it is? And you can actually look this up. You can Google this probably. Well, actually, yeah. I know you can Google it because I actually found a way that you can Google it. But you got to be very specific in your search. But how many people do you really think is in that damn meeting?
I don't know, maybe 3.
I said 2. I say 2. But
is Cat froze?
I think he is.
Well, there you go.
All right, there you go.
He's back. Go ahead. I think he froze up on us, Cat. Oh, he's gonna have to log out. Yeah, you can hear it, you have to log out, buddy. Okay. If you can hear it, you have to log out. There you go. All right. So listen, let's go back a taste. Now, we talking about the whitewashing of movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you look at, you know, a little while ago I showed you guys a picture of this here, Jesus. I don't know who this guy is right here, but that ain't the Jesus I know. You know what I'm saying? That's not the Jesus I read about.
Tracy Morgan, white Jesus.
Don't know who that guy is. And we can take it even further back. Look here. Now, you remember back in the day, this was Cleopatra.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now
Taylor.
here's their caveat to Cleopatra. Cleopatra is of Macedonian descent, but back then Greeks weren't that white.
They weren't that white.
No, they were not. I mean,
Greeks
you got to look at
were
it. They
Greeks
were, in
were
the
like
sun.
a more brownish color where they had intermingled with the natives of Africans, the Moors, and all of those people. So let's not she wasn't Elizabeth Taylor White.
I wish I had my cousin Rainey on here to explain how Jesus, like you had Mount Caucasus, and how Jesus became about, and how Jesus had a bronze look to it.
It's in the description of Jesus is in the Bible.
It's in the Bible, yeah. But my cousin breaks it down. His breakdown of it, and it's not even the King James version, because again, I'm with him. That anything pre-written, I can't get down with. But
that's like that picture on the Good Times, like they put up Black Jesus, and that ain't Black Jesus. That's Ned DeWano.
Yeah, that was it. All right, and so keeping it in the spirit of the whitewashing.
Yes,
Gods of Egypt, which was one of the worst movies ever written, made, produced. I don't know what's going. Gerard Butler and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Whiter than white can get white.
I can appreciate that movie. Is Chadwick Boseman is playing is in that movie, playing the God.
That's the only reason.
That's the only thing I can appreciate.
He's in that.
Yeah. Chadwick Boseman.
He's the smart
the God of knowledge.
Yeah, the smart dude. And they took his what was it, Quinn? They took his
brain.
Yeah, they took his brain.
That's wild. But listen, let's go back. Let's go back to the Little Mermaid. Did you guys know? Does anybody that's watching? That's probably because you guys. If you comment on this video, we can't see it unless we're watching the video ourselves because this is pre-recorded. All right. But did you know that the trailer for Little Mermaid hit 1.5 million dislikes on YouTube in 2 days? Like, really? Like,
insane.
You hate it?
Insane.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't know how she's taking it mentally and emotionally, but I hope I hope that she's not letting it affect her personally.
No, in fact, she did an interview, and I forgot she just channeled all her energy towards the reaction videos from the little girl. She didn't even give that other stuff any energy. So shout out to her.
Yeah, good.
But what I was going to say was, as far as those dislikes, 1.5 million. That's just 1.5 million people who have no time, actually all the time in the world, just to comment over a fictional character. I couldn't believe it. Like, who sits there? And of course, the trailer comes out. Everybody's seen the trailer. And you have nothing else better to do in your life, Karen, than to comment on a fictional character in a trailer. Who gives a rat's ass if she's, and just like I said earlier, who cares if she is black? Who cares if she white? What if she was Native American? What if she was Oriental or any other nationality of people? Like, I think they would, I don't know. I think they would really flip if she was another nationality. What if she was Oriental?
They would flip.
I don't understand that. Like, for years, and of course, like when I said about, when Disney started, you're not going to tell me that they didn't even consider. It wasn't even a thought of putting a black character in those movies, in the animated movies, yet alone the live action, if that was even, you know, thought of back in 1923 or 1926 or what have you.
So the Little Mermaid was actually made in 1989, but let me show y'all a video of what somebody did to fix the issue.
Yeah,
with the Little
I
Mermaid.
saw that. I saw that.
So let me know if y'all can see that.
Yeah.
All right,
Make it
I'm gonna
big.
max it. I'm gonna.
There you go.
Upset any mermaids who are watching the show. Violet mermaids, there are pink mermaids, there are black mermaids, there are Latina mermaids, there are mermaids of every ilk. And you know why there can be? Because it's the world that we would like to see better.
Wish I could be part of that world.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
They suspended the man's account
Yeah.
because he did that.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah,
And that's the same video that I played on mine, and it said that it wasn't racism. He just did it for educational purposes.
No, under it,
You
and
can
you
tell.
want to
That's
cloak your
weird.
racism
Yeah.
because the statement. If I had not closed that page, you would have seen the actual statement that was made.
I think I have it.
That's weird. That's weird.
Because they talking about the wokies and the actual liberal left trying to impose their wokeness. Let's just be. People are saying just like how I commented on Ron DeSantis. You know what I'm saying? Going to war with Disney because talking about Florida is not a woke state. We're not gonna be a part of the woke culture.
Man, quit it.
Like, bro, like you all are really trying to make racism prevalent again, which is never gone anywhere, but you're trying to make it okay again, which it never will be, because the biggest dollar in this country comes from us.
Black dollar. Up and down, always. Hey, Quinn, show that, run that. There have been so many videos of duets. If you guys are on TikTok, I mean, there's people that have been clowning this whole thing since the beginning. Quinn is going to run a video of this young lady who debunked a lot of stuff in her TikTok video, and as soon as he gets that up and running, but it's really crazy. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Hollywood, American folks.
You're right. I mean, just imagine.
Oh, my
Imagine
bad.
if they
I'm trying
cast
to stop
Angelina Jolie
Like, go ahead, run that.
Okay.
as Afro-Latina woman Marion Pearl. Or if they cast white actor Jack Palance as Cuban Fidel Castro. Or if they got the white actor Ben Affleck to play the Mexican-American man Antonio J. Mendez. Or if they got the white actress Elizabeth Taylor to play the Egyptian Cleopatra. Or a white actor like Jim Sturgis playing Asian-American Jeffrey Ma. Or if they got white actor Sean Connery to play Moroccan Malay Ahmed Erasuni. Or if they put little white Shirley Temple in blackface as a slave child. Or they cast white actor Joseph Fiennes to play black man Michael Jackson. Or even if they got white actor Johnny Depp to play a Native American man. Or white Welsh actress Catherine Zeta-Jones to play Griselda Blanco. Or could you even imagine them putting white actress Katharine Hepburn in yellowface to play a Chinese farmer? I mean, we couldn't imagine white actress Jennifer Connelly playing a Salvadorian Alicia Nash, right? Or white actor John Wayne playing the Mongolian Genghis Khan? Or white actor Christian Bale playing the Egyptian Hebrew Moses?
What the?
Or perhaps Marlon Brando as Emiliano Zapata? I mean, no one could ever imagine white actor Fred Astaire in blackface playing Billy Robinson, right? Or Juliette Binoche playing a Chilean Maria Segovia. Or white actress Scarlett Johansson playing Major Motoko Kusanagi in Ghost in the Shell. Or even imagine, if you will, white actor Jake Gyllenhaal playing the Prince of Persia. Or even Jaime Lannister, cast as the Egyptian god Horus. America's sweetheart Emma Stone playing Alison Ing. British actor and hardest name to pronounce ever, Benedict Cumberbatch playing Khan. I mean, no one would ever cast a white actor to play Goku, right? I mean, there are cases like Mina Savari, who played Brandy Bosky, who was based on an African-American woman, but at least they put her in cornrows, right? Or Kevin Spacey's part in Pay It Forward that's based on a black man named Reuben St. Clair. Nora from Warm Bodies, who's described in the book as half Ethiopian. Oscar-winning Sir Anthony Hopkins playing a light-skinned black man, passing for white. Irene from Drive. In the book, she's Latina. Oh, look, there's Jim Sturgis again, pretending to be Asian. There's also Josh Hartnett playing an Inuit. Do we even need to discuss the cast of The Last Airbender? How much you can forget Mickey Rooney's yellow face as Mr. Yunioshi in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Laurence Olivier playing the Moorish king Othello. The entire Carradine family playing Asian. And those are only the ones I could fit in 3 minutes. No one has to imagine.
No one, exactly right. Nobody has to imagine. This is what I had to say to all that, though.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I mean, it's just weird. But you know what? They doing all this talking and yelling and screaming about this black baby being a fictional character. Scientifically, she can't be black because the era's under the sea. Whatever. Who's gonna play Sebastian? No, that's my question. Who's playing Sebastian? Is Sebastian Jamaican? Yeah, let's do that. I want to see that. But y'all keep messing around, Hollywood. Keep messing around, y'all white people. All the white folks that's mad about
Hit them with it. Hit them with it. Hit them with it.
You gonna mess around? You gonna mess around?
Hey Terry, I got a better one for you.
You mess around, have a black.
I got a better one for you, T. Hold on, let me share this right quick.
Roll that beautiful beam footage, Q.
Oh, I'm telling you, quit.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. We
back, man.
Gonna mess around.
Hey, the internet is undefeated. I'm telling you,
That clip got me, though.
Oh no! Oh my God,
Lord!
Oh no!
I'm telling you, they gonna mess around with the right one.
Lil
Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Oh my God!
Steve
Jobs.
Yo,
the golden girl.
Yes.
That
you talking about?
That's dirty. That's cold blooded.
Right.
Aquaman. Look. Go back to that one. Go back to that one. You got that one spelled Aquaman.
It's like Batman.
I cannot. Oh my God. Not John. You know what?
I was saying, man. Yo.
Oh no. Stop. Okay.
Batman.
Black man. Batman.
What's your name, man? My name is Batman.
I could not. Oh my
hey,
God.
Man.
Okay.
Look at it, man.
And moment taken. All right, so we're gonna go to that. We're gonna get Lord have mercy. All right, Jordan. Lord. Oh man.
I almost spit on my damn
fist,
coffee.
Man. That's a nice fist, man.
All right, so we're gonna get into it. Now we'll get to a little bit of sports. Brett Favre. You guys are familiar with Brett Favre, the Hall of Fame NFL quarterback who has recently been under fire for getting into some NFL fraud, apparently. I'm not sure totally what happened here, that he's in cahoots with the Mississippi former governor. When you got some, go ahead.
All right, so check this out. To all you people trying to defend Brett Favre, talking about he didn't know what was going on. He knew. They released the text messages. He knew what the hell was going on. And then you want to say, well, he gave the money back. That's besides the point. he shouldn't have never taken the money in the first place because they knew where the money was coming from through the text messages. And had this never came out, because in the text messages, he said, he asked the question, is there any way the media can find out about this?
That's in text?
In text between him, the lady that's pleaded guilty, and Governor Phil Bryant, ex-Governor Phil Bryant. Now, I'm an alumni of the University of Southern Miss, the school Brett Favre went to.
Yeah.
They did not need a volleyball facility, and he only got that money for that volleyball facility because his daughter was there.
Right.
It was a cover up. Now, did you see also how suspicious it is that when his daughter was going there for a potential scholarship or to play on the volleyball team, she opted to go to a different college as soon as the word got out that her father was going to be caught up in some bullshit.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Does this?
But here's the thing.
As a Mississippian, I'm sorry. My brother went to USM. Q, you went to USM, and us as people from Mississippi, I like to form a mob to go down there and whoop his ass for making us look bad as we already are.
No, this is the tip of the iceberg. What Brett Favre did, the whole Department of Human Services, formerly, most of them are going to jail because they got caught up with over $500 million of food stamp fraud.
That's crazy.
So they were taking money out of the mouths of poor people. These are your Republicans, people, that have done this to you. Because guess what? Not only Black and Latino people use food stamps. Oh, I be in the grocery store. I see y'all pull out that little card. I see y'all with the Trump, the same person that pulled out that food stamp card, go to his car that says "Vote Trump 2024."
Yeah,
that's messed up, man.
These your people. I'm trying to be serious, man.
Sorry.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I'm trying to be serious, man. You want to come in here just playing around?
Hold some food stamps, man.
Love me some food stamps, man.
But like, you really cracking down. You really trying to crack down on people who really need this and telling them they can only get so much of it, but y'all spending all these folks' money, and then it's bad enough you don't want to take Medicaid expansion so people can actually go to the doctor. It's bad enough, all of this. But your Republicans are doing this to you, the state of Mississippi.
And they were all Republicans. All politicians.
You still gonna vote for them, though, right? Because they make
Democrat.
you feel like you better than us.
Yeah.
Not one Democrat that was involved in that.
I'm going to ask you guys a question here in a second. But before I ask the question that I want to ask, I am going to roll a little clip of our favorite uncle, Shay Shay.
Uncle Shay. Yes.
Undisputed.
I'm good with Shay Shay until he started riding LeBron Johnson.
I saw that. Yeah.
So let's see what Uncle Shay Shay has to
Come
say.
on, come on, Skip.
You know what? Uncle Shay Shay went off in this whole interview. I watched it this week.
I watched the whole thing live, and when I tell you, when I was at work,
I'm surprised he ain't break.
I literally dropped everything.
Hennessy.
I was surprised he did, but because Brett finna catch his hell.
It amazes me.
He ain't gonna face no consequences.
Right. And it amazes me just right there, Quinn. And what I was saying was
that's pissing me off.
Right. So he is a Hall of Famer. You're not going to tell me he don't have money. Not going to tell me I'm like, here we go with the sport
house.
Right. You're not going to tell me he don't have money. So it's just proving my theory that you're in the Hall of Fame. You got money. So why?
Right.
It just leaves me with this why. Like, why do
you want to know why?
But here's the question.
You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because they could do it.
Here's the question that I have for y'all. Here's the question I have for y'all. Everybody who's watching, if you guys are watching this, please comment or do you guys think that it's a war between rich folk and poor folk?
Yes.
Because they're winning.
Right.
They're taking everything from us.
Right.
They're taking the right to choose.
And the fact, not to cut you off,
yeah,
it's a war because they know that poor folks ain't going to have no ammunition to come back.
No resources.
We cannot. Well,
Taking everything
I'm
from
saying
us.
we, but nothing is going to be done. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Nothing is going to be done. There's not going to be no recourse. He's not going to see jail time. Nothing.
They're in a lawsuit. They may have to pay some money back.
Right,
But
and that's it.
But that's all that is to rich folks is
Right.
this.
It's a slap on the hand.
That's
a
privilege.
slap on the hand, and they know that. They know that if worse come to worse, the only thing they're going to do is pay back the money. They're not going to get a significant amount of jail time. They'll probably see like what, 2 months, 3 months.
They'll give him probation, talking about time served or
right.
But
But
I was with Shay though with his text messages. Like, go back and dig. Y'all going back and digging up stuff on folks like George Foreman being sued for sexual assault over 50 years ago. Over 50 years ago.
But
y'all threw Bill Cosby in jail for shit that's
But this shit is going on now.
But yeah, this shit going on now.
Right now, present day. That shit, and you're right, Quinn. That shit happened with Bill Cosby back a long time ago days. And George Foreman, what's that, 50 years plus?
Yeah.
This shit is going on right now.
When he was like 19 or 20.
Right. So this
George
shit is going
Foreman,
on
138 years old.
Come on, man.
Long time ago, man. I ain't gonna do that to you folks, man.
Long ago.
That
ago.
ain't right, man.
But well, like you said, I feel that he's not gonna have any consequence behind this.
Nothing.
And I think this is crazy. I mean, you look at Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick took a knee in the NFL. It was blackballed for life, apparently.
And here's what they're saying, because people have been making that comparison on Twitter, and they're saying, "Oh, Colin Kaepernick played into his career." No, and he only started taking the knee when he lost his job to Blaine Gabbert. No, that is not the case.
That is not even the case. You know what?
So if
the
y'all,
NFL ownership is a
y'all
good old boys club, just like the folks down here in Mississippi that are Republicans are in a good old boys club.
Yeah, it's good old boys always like that. See what Kev? See what Kev?
You can't hear him.
I think he
You going again?
Yeah.
Kev, you going again, bud? All right. Well, we're gonna move on. We'll be right back. All right. This is my favorite part of the show, man. This is the car buying tip of the week. Listen, y'all. Listen. In this car game, if you are out in this market and you're looking for a new or a used car, one of the things I cannot stress to you enough, man, is know your credit score, right? At least within 100 points. So this is what you do, right? If you are in the market for a car, new or used, doesn't matter, right? You cannot go into a dealership blindly. You cannot. You can't go in there and say, "Well, I don't know what my credit is. I don't know." Because what'll happen is you get into some of these dealerships, they will take advantage of that. And they will put you in a car that you cannot afford. And then our job is to make sure that we sell this car and sell it to you. You know what I'm saying? Not telling the car, not telling car buying secrets, but just be real when you go into a dealership. You know what you can afford. You know where your monthly budget is and all of that. Know your credit score. Do not walk into a dealership with some crazy old, I want a brand new car for $200 a month. It's not gonna happen. It ain't. Then you guys know, unless you got 20 grand in your pocket, it's not gonna happen. But the most important part of this is to know your credit score. Download apps like Credit Karma, Experian, TransUnion, whatever the credit application that you want to use. Download that app. It's going to give you a general idea of where your credit score is. Credit Karma is one of those credit apps that are 30 days behind on their data, right? So if you see your credit score on Credit Karma, that's not your current score. It's going to be for 30 days behind, right? So, but when you go into a dealership, you can take that into the dealership and be within 100 points of whatever Credit Karma says, right? don't go into a dealership blind and not knowing what's going on, because you will get absolutely raped, or like Tom from the Boondocks. He was afraid to go to the jail and be anally raped. That's exactly what's going to happen in a car dealership if you
You
walk.
ain't even watch behind your ears.
Tom, you know what I'm saying? And so, you should know your credit. Know your credit. Know your credit. I can't stress that enough, because a lot of times what I used to do when I had subprime customers, know that anyone, if your credit score is below 620, I want everybody to write this down. Okay, if your credit score is below 620, if you go into any dealership, any place where you can buy something on credit, you are considered a subprime customer. Your interest rate from the bank is going to vary where you are with your credit score. Okay. If you are a subprime customer, do not think you're going to get something within, get a 2 or 3 or 4% interest rate. Not going to happen. Okay. I'm just telling you that now. Even if you put down 20 grand, it wouldn't matter. But know where you are as far as your credit. That way you know where you stand. If you are 620 and below, do not walk into a dealership empty-handed. I want to get this car with no money down. Okay, go ahead. You can very well do that, but please know your payment is not going to be $400.
You finna pay $800 a month.
I'm just letting you guys know. Now, a used car, maybe depending on the price of the used car, but we're talking new car now. Don't walk in there 620 below with a subprime credit score with no money down. Don't do that. You're gonna be mad. Then you're gonna
be big mad, man.
You're big mad. You big mad, man. And then you're gonna inbox me talking about, Terry, well, you told me. No, that ain't what I said.
I took my sister to buy her first car. My sister had an 800 credit score.
Yeah.
She walked in there. She signed papers, got keys, and had the first month free and a year no interest.
But see,
no down payment, no nothing.
What was her credit score again?
800.
Okay, when you anything below 620, well, as far as that, if you are at 720 and above, it don't even matter. You can go in there, pick out a car, get keys, and go home in 10 minutes. I mean, it's just like that. If you're 720 and below, because we're gonna the red carpet is rolled out with people with 720 or above.
Whoa. But I have a question though, Terry.
Shoot.
Because what about people that really that has had their credit fixed for like the past year or two? How come they're not able to get that red carpet?
Because to a bank, it comes down to credit history, right? Yeah. Like you got your credit fixed, but it's considered in the banking industry as baby credit, right? So you would have to have that for 4 or 5 years before the bank will look at it and go, okay, we know that
he's credit worthy,
right? He's credit worthy. That 720 is worth is what his average is. Because it's just like somebody who is 21 or 20 and they come in there, they had one credit card, they paid it on time, and they have a 760, right? But you only had one credit card. The bank
like the industry is not set up. The credit industry is not set up for young people and irresponsible people.
Right. So,
and I'm not saying people who mess up their credit are irresponsible.
Right.
You do got some people that go out there and just get a bunch of credit cards and phone bills and shit in their kids' name and stuff like that. That's irresponsible. But if you fell on hard times, or you just your student loans messing you up or something like that, then it's not designed to help you. Your best bet is to get a used car or go buy a car cash from somebody.
Because the interest rates when I ask that question, I'm people. I got mine fixed. It's been fixed for 2.5 years, and I'm like, damn, and I can't get my car that I want.
What are they telling you? What are they telling you when you go in there and your credit score setting where it's sitting?
Well, I was trying to get some feed, for people that don't know, but when they told me, I known because they told me. They told me, well, the bank history, the banks look at your history for up to 7 to 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have that credit history of that amount, of what you need for 7-8 years, you can't get the red carpet treatment at all.
We'll get the red carpet.
Period.
Yes. I mean,
you don't get not nan nutter look.
Yeah.
Not a nan nutter.
Here's what I tell all people. I tell anybody.
You get an area rug.
There is. You get a coffee mug with your name on it.
Right.
There's always an approval. Always. Right? Don't let nobody tell you it's not an approval, because there's always an approval. It comes down to, will the dealership make the deal with the bank for the approval? Because if a bank gives a dealership an approval and says, okay, we'll go ahead and do their loan for them, well, it's going to cost you guys 10 grand to do it.
Right.
I'm not going to touch it. I can promise you. So a lot of times when the dealership comes out to you and says, yeah, we're sorry, there's nothing we could do, the bank says no. The bank didn't say no. The dealership said no. Just so you know that. Okay.
No.
Don't let it be misconstrued. The banks will always, because the banks are about making money. Right? So they're gonna tell them, unless you're like a 320, they're not, but they're about making that money. So they'll tell the dealership, yeah, we'll go ahead and do it, but we're gonna do it at 20% APR, and we're gonna charge you guys. I'll charge you guys a $5 grand fee to do it. They won't touch it. And so that
so it's the dealership that's denying that, the back end.
Yeah, the back end.
The front end is where the bank is saying, all right, cool, we're gonna do this, but then we're gonna upcharge for that, and the dealership is like, we're gonna cut it.
Because the dealership don't lose too much money. Now they'll take a hit on some deals because to help out a customer or whatever. They'll take a hit on some deals, but something major, if a bank comes back and says, hey, we'll do it for, we're going to charge you guys $8 grand to do it, they won't touch it. Because what's going to happen is you're taking money out of the mouth of the dealership and the salesperson. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they go from a commission to a flat. So it's a lot to it. It really is a lot to it.
That's some real knowledgeable stuff, bro. I appreciate this. See, this caught my tip of the week. It's a real one right here.
So know your credit going into if you're below a 620, have money or a cosigner.
And history. We just mentioned history because I got a 743. All right. You gotta have history too.
Right.
I ain't got the history.
I got a 602.
Yeah, if you got that credit fixed last year, it's okay.
Right.
It's okay. It's just like
602, man.
Listen, I'll say this: I got my score is below 600, and I got my Sierra at 16% APR.
You know what, man? I'm tired of you. Get out my life. Get out my life, Terry. Get out my goddamn.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, though. Honestly, in the market right now with the interest rates that are going up, it's not a great time to purchase anything with interest.
It really isn't. But if you have to have it, that's just what it is. My wife wanted a truck. I wanted a truck. She got the truck down in Tennessee. I hope she's okay down there. I need to call and check on her here in a little bit. All right. So going into it, last segment of the show, my favorite, my man, y'all's favorite, the man you all know and love.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Meep Meep of the week.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time of the show where people do some of the stupidest of situations. Stop living a champagne life on a beer budget.
Oh, man.
That's what I have to say to a particular person who I considered a friend at one time, but now she's just a person. And so here's my thing, a little bit about me, for people that don't really know me. I don't like people that brag. Brag on money, what they have, their lifestyle, what they've done, and shit on working class people like me.
Preach.
Okay, boo-boo. You know my fashion, guys. I don't like to say people's names. I don't like to really put them out on Front Street. I don't know why. I mean, I could, but, it depends on the day. If I want to smoke or if I don't want to smoke.
Can we put a disclaimer before you?
So I say this to say, I said all of that to say this. But look, if you are considered, or you say you're wealthy and you're living a great life, and that's all fine and good, but my interpretation of living a great life and wealthy is you acquired the wealth, or you inherited the wealth if you had a rich uncle and died and left you a lot of money, or you was born into the wealth. But since neither one of those happened, bitch, you just poor. So how can you say that you're rich when you getting government assistance?
I'm done.
Didn't know I knew that. So you're claiming that you're wealthy because you get food stamps,
Gotta go.
you get disability, and you was a former porn star who still have clients that really still buy you extravagant gifts, and you're saying that you
we out
bought
here
these
touching lives
gifts
today.
on your own. Now, I don't really call that being wealthy. You just a hoe, but that's another podcast. So, to the person that I'm talking about, you know, talk about, and just another little added tip, you might want to get that those little bumps and scars on your upper lip.
Trim them hairs.
Maintenance.
You know what?
Right around here, because the Carmax and the Vaseline that you use around your lips, it's quite noticeable, because you're blacker than black can get black, and you're blue. And that really don't look good for your complexion. And also I just want to make a genuine,
I got real tears.
I just want to say that buy some closed-in shoes, bitch, because your toes look like fingers. And before you go outside to show your deck, it's not your deck, bitch. It belongs to the property that you're renting from. If you're considering yourself to be wealthy and rich, if you're wealthy and rich, guys, you can pretty much attest to this. If you was wealthy and rich, bitch, why are you still renting? Are you saving money? I thought you was rich. I thought you had the money. It just bothers me. It bothers me. It bothers me when you claim that you have this and you have nothing, and you shit on working class. I am a working class person. I wake up every morning. I get up. I eat breakfast. I am out the door. I am working from 9 to 5, sometimes 12 hours, bitch. How can you shit?
Listen.
How can you shit? Hold on, whoa. I'm not finished. How can you shit on working class people because
flag on the
you
plate
sit on your black ass every single day and does absolutely nothing with the 2 failed books that you said that you wrote, but you did not write? You had someone write them. I can go on and on, bitch. Like, this is one of the days that I want to smoke.
Oh my goodness.
This is it, y'all. This is where we are about to be canceled.
The meeting of the week goes out to you, bitch, and you know who exactly.
This went from Cat Williams.
I'm talking about.
It went from a whole. This went totally left. Thank you guys for listening and watching. We really appreciate you. If you enjoyed the show, please go ahead and share the broadcast out. This will be available on all where you get your podcast.
Help me wipe my tears.
We'll see you guys next week. Maybe. I don't know.